Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Elvin Wave here with another video for you. This one's going to be short but sweet, but don't let that fool you. It's very power packed. Now, what we're looking at here is the Korean War Memorial on the Capitol campus in Olympia, Washington. And the reason I'm displaying this right now is because there are 22 flags exactly behind this memorial, and they're all up on display. And the reason why I'm guessing that that's very important is because I've been informed by a really, really helpful subscriber of mine who sent me some information about what we're looking at. And the number 22 apparently is a master builder number. And I can tell you guys, I've seen 22 everywhere in this stuff. And now I've got to go back. I've got video somewhere in my archives here of me counting stairs that come to 22, 22, 22. It's everywhere. Even down the street, Catholic church today, I was just like, I wonder. And I gave those stairs a little count, and there was a flight of stairs that was 6 with a flat spot, and then it went up another 5. Guess what? We got 11. So we've got 11s and 22s everywhere. And now what I'd like to do is actually read some of this information to you guys that I received from a very, very intelligent person that's on the Elvin Wave, on the team here, the think tank. So I really do appreciate it. And I'm just learning so much from all of you guys. And we got to do this together. And there are just some of you guys are so smart, and I'm impressed, and I appreciate you so much. Okay, so here we go. This, what I would do when searching for material. Firstly, I would try to correlate what I was looking at. I would try to give values to the information in relation to importance. This means you can hone in on what you are seeing. For example, all media would not rate too highly since we know they lie. But on the other hand, it can give you a general direction and backup information relating to the times, places, etc. 1111 will be so difficult to hone in on the media-wise. Decoding of on-ground art and structure are more valuable as you have been doing. Geometric patterning and coding of overall landscape also valuable. All governmental actions and constructions would be some of the highest importance. Real-world information. I would look at present moment experiences, note down times, places, and what occurred. Give a running timeline. 11/11 is also 9/11. The start of the year is March. November 9 is just as September is 7. 11/11 is also 22, the master builder, or the 4 quadrants of the zodiac, 4 elements. Holy shit, guys. Also can symbolize 2 gates, the golden gate and the silver gate. There are placements in the stars. I'm not certain yet, but I think Mercury is transiting one of these gates. Also, I'm pretty sure the transit of Mercury is in Scorpio, which is the fall of the sun as the fall to winter. Wow. 9/11 is actually just 11. The 9 acts as a 0 or a placeholder. When using September 11 is 7/11, this is a ratio found in the Great Pyramid amongst other things. Regarding the gematria, it is best to use the English cipher. Walk up to 7, then back down. This is the correct cipher for English language, and it is how I decoded the tarot and the zodiac. Wow, wow, wow. Of course, you can use other ciphers, but they become more ambiguous, and so the information would move down on the importance scale. I would also revisit the 311 match. To me, it seems like the initiation of the ceremony. Yes, me too. I would try to find any similar thing to 9/11 or pre-9/11 opening. When looking at the numbers, the year number is not as important as the day and month, which that's true. I believe that because that's what I've found. I don't see 19 a lot, but I do see 11. If you find numbers that are significant, reduce the numbers. Remember, 2 can also be 11, just as 92 can also be 9/11. Wow, and everything's based around that 92 degrees. There's songs called 92 degrees. What's that? Not 91 or 93, but 92 and a half degrees. 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, guys, the list goes on and on. Okay, so being systematic in your approach is the key to being objective of the information. Hope this helps. Don't hesitate to ask if you need more info. Well, I can tell you, kind sir, I will be asking you a lot, I'm sure, because this is mind-blowing. And I really appreciate the information, and I shared this out because I want everyone to see this, because this is going to help us. Man, so there's some really important things here. First of all, 22, I see it everywhere. That's the master builder. Wow. And then we've got the 4 quadrants of the zodiac. That makes sense on that sundial thing that I showed. And then, of course, you know, yes, 2 can be 11. There's, like, the way they play these things out is, you know, you have to be creative, but you can kind of add things up and take it for what it is. Wow, guys, this is amazing. So I have to also say that I believe that it is transiting the Golden Gate. And you know what's really crazy, guys, is that this Monday, Seattle Seahawks are playing the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco. And the San Francisco Bridge has been on fire recently, if I'm not mistaken. And I just talked to my brother who lives down in San Francisco, and he says there's all sorts of weird shit going on down there too. And I told him about what's going on over here. He's like, well, yeah, we got that going on down here too. So, and we all know that San Francisco, I mean, place is falling apart at the seams, and that's where all of the tech giants are. So I don't know, if you were gonna, it's just as likely that that could be a target, you know, a believable target. Also, they take down the infrastructure, the networks, the, you know, break the internet. Also, Seattle would break the internet, I think, or they would claim that. And quite frankly, God, I hate to be doom and gloom, but I've heard, I don't know how many times I've heard, well, maybe California will just break off and fall into the ocean, or maybe the whole West Coast will, or maybe I've heard things about the West Coast, you know, breaking away from the Union or whatever, and like being its own state. So there's that. Maybe the whole West Coast is in some sort of, you know, crosshairs here. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I mean, it's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. Everything's pointing to that. There's that song, is it Go West, Young Man? Oh, hell no. I'm going east. I'm going east. Away from this coastline. You know, based on what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I have an article here that I'd like to share with you too about this transit business. There's a little black dot on the sun today. You guys remember that song by the Police? Sting and whatnot? Whoa. Also kind of reminds me of what I was thinking about earlier, is that we've got Freddie Mercury. And what song did they have? Ooh, a bolt of lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo, 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 take me home. Holy shit. Then, of course, we had the passing of David Bowie with his Black Star. And what does it say? Something about taking us home. Don't need your tennis shoes, your passport. I'm a black star. On the day of execution. All this crazy stuff. I would say go out and look at that video. I would post it here, but I would get a copyright. And if I get one more of those, then you know what happens. So I'm going to not do that. But also, there's some really crucial, important thing about Bowie. I gotta go find my notebook, and I'll be right back. Whoa. Okay, yeah, I did. I found my notebook, and that is crazy about David Bowie. We'll get to that, but I've already got us on track for thinking about this transit, so I'll finish with this thought so we can not lose our train of thought. So there will be a little black dot on the sun Monday. It's Mercury, the fastest and innermost planet of our solar system, flying across our luminous star for 3 hours on the morning of November 11th. A rare astronomical event known as the Mercury transit occurs about a dozen times a century. It happens in clusters. Our last transit was only 3 years ago in 2016. But the United States won't see another one for 30 years on May 7th, 2049. For me, it makes the solar system real. Things are actually moving, said William Phelps of the Peninsula Astronomical Society, which will be hosting a Monday viewing party at the Foothill College Observatory in Los Altos Hills. Gatherings will be held in San Jose and Oakland. The clockwork of solar system. There's that clockwork again. Synchronicity. Ooh, another Police and the Sting songs. Okay, the clockwork of solar system goes on and on with us and without us, he said. Barring fog, you can have breakfast with the view. California will see the transit as the sun rises from about 6:45 to 10:05 a.m. Mercury is small, only about 0.5% of the diameter of the sun, so a telescope magnifying at least 50 power will be needed to see it. But a word of caution to prospective viewers. Never look directly at the sun with telescope or binoculars. Just like viewing sunspots and partial solar eclipses, you need to use special solar filters to protect your eyes. Named after the Roman deity Mercury, the messenger of the gods, Mercury normally looks like a bright star-like object. It usually seen nearer the western horizon after sunset or eastern horizon before the sunrise, usually in twilight. Its surface is heavily cratered and it has no atmosphere. Mercury's temperature are the most extreme of any other planet in the solar system, ranging from negative 280 degrees Fahrenheit at night to 800 Fahrenheit during the day. And its equatorial region. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that that is actually going to be a transit in the Golden Gate, right, guys? I hate to assume or presume anything, so I will go back and look at that, but it kind of pointing towards the Golden Gate to me. One other thing that's a really interesting fact is there is a star fort at the base of the Golden Gate Bridge, and I shit you not, it's a total star fort, which is pretty amazing. I'm not sure if you know what those are or not, but you should look into it. It's crazy that there's one there. So now let's move on to this David Bowie. The passing of David Bowie and his last parting gift to the world, this album called Black Star, particularly this song Black Star, I find very interesting, especially in light of this Mercury transit and some of the clues he's left behind for us. So I'll go ahead and dive into that real quick. Okay, I just went out and watched that video, and if you guys go and YouTube it or Google it, it comes right up. It's free to watch. I recommend you do. I mean, it's crazy. And I wish I could post it here, but like I said, I don't think that's a good idea. Anyway, I wanted to read these lyrics off to you. It's very interesting. So, in the villa of Ormond stands a solitary candle. In the center of it all, your eyes. On the day of execution, only women kneel and smile. At the center of it all, your eyes. In the Villa Ormond stands a solitary candle. At the center of it all, your eyes. Something happened on the day he died. Spirit rose a meter, then stepped aside. Somebody else took his place and bravely cried, I'm a black star. I'm a black star. How many times does an angel fall? How many people lie instead of talking tall? He trod on sacred ground. He cried loud into the crowd, I'm a black star. I'm a black star. I'm not a gang star. I can't answer why I'm a black star. Just go with me. I'm not a film star. I'ma take you home. I'm a black star. Take your passport and your shoes. I'm not a pop star. And your sedatives, boo. I'm a black star. You're a flash in the pan. I'm not a Marvel star. I'm the great I am. I am the black star. I'm a black star. Way up, oh honey, I've got game. I see right so wide, so open-hearted, it's pain. I want eagles in my daydreams, diamonds in my eyes. I'm a black star. I'm a black star. Something happened on the day he died. Spirit rose a meter high, or a meter, then stepped aside. Somebody else took his place and bravely cried, I'm a black star. I'm a star. I'm a black star. I can't answer why I'm not a gangster, but I can't tell you, but I can tell you I'm not a film star. We were born upside down. I'm a star. Born the wrong way round. I'm not a white star. I'm not a white star. I'm a black star. I'm not a gangster. I'm a black star. I'm a black star. I'm not a porn star. I'm not a wandering star. I'm a black star. I'm a black star. In the Villa Ormond stands a solitary candle. At the center of it all, your eyes. On the day of execution, only women kneel and smile. At the center of it all, your eyes, your eyes. Holy shit. Okay, so what is David Bowie trying to tell us here? As the album title, it was a name for a cancer lesion, although one usually associated with breast cancer, so its meaning in outer space terminology is likely to have been far more significant for the Starman, as well as being the name of a hidden planet that apocalyptically inclined think will crash into the Earth. Guys, he knew it was coming, and another name for Saturn. He won a Saturn Acting Award once. It's only the term for the transitional state between a collapsed star and a singularity, a state of infinite value in physics, which makes sense if Bowie is placing himself as the collapsed star and the singularity the state he will enter after his death. Okay. Bear with me, guys. This gets better. There's actually a point to all this. Maybe Bowie was also winking at his good friend Mos Def, who had collected with the same name, plus Black Star is the name of a little-known Elvis song that has been down the rounds. It's about death. When a man sees his black star, Presley sings. He knows his time has come. Bowie was a known Presley nut, telling Q, there's that Q again, 17, in 1997 that he was a major hero of mine, and I was probably stupid enough to believe that having the same birthday as him actually meant something, which leads us on to Black Star's release date and cover art. Yes, Bowie shared his birthday with Presley, but January 8, 2016 was also the inception date of the replicant Roy Batty in Blade Runner, and Bowie was a huge fan of the film. On Salon.com, a reader says Bowie paraphrased a well-known line from Batty's final monologue on a note sent to the funeral of his schizophrenic half-brother, Terry Burns. All these moments will be lost, like tears washed away by the rain. Mentions of porn stars and wandering stars and the title track also reflect the film's characters. Black Star was the first Bowie album not to feature his image on the cover, perhaps because he knew he would be dying soon. Furthermore, the vinyl release, Black Star, is die cut, i.e. it features his absence. The graphic alphabet on the bottom of the cover is also rumored to be a cipher alphabet. Okay, this is where I was trying to take us to, okay, guys. Here it says, the graphic on the bottom of the cover is also rumored to be a cipher alphabet, spelling Bowie, while at Matt Around on Twitter has even wilder theory. Bowie's final album's name isn't just an Elvis reference. The Unicode Black Star character is U plus 2605. May 26 is May Ronson's birthday. Okay, well, also U is 21. So let's do this here. I did it before. Let's see if I can crack it again. I'm sure it can. Okay, so we know U is 21 in the alphabet. And 2605. What do we got here? 21. So 6 plus 5 is 11, right? 21 minus 2 is 19. So we got 11, 19. Interesting. What is David Bowie trying to tell us here? 21. Is 13. I'll have to look at that further. If any of you guys can figure it out, let me know. But I'm thinking David Bowie's leaving us, and this album was his parting gift to the world. We'd be silly not to think that he would not be leaving something behind for us, especially considering all of this that we're about to find out about. Ormen is also a village in Norway, the country where Bowie's old girlfriend Hermione Farthingale went in 1969 to appear in the film Song of Norway about the composer Edvard Grieg, and from the musical play by someone going to the name Milton Lazarus. Bowie wore a t-shirt bearing the film's name in the video to 2013 similarly reflective Where Are We Now? Others think Bowie is playing with language. On Reddit, poster says in the Villa Ormen sounds like the revealer of all men, i.e. death. Okay, but this is where I think it gets pretty interesting. Ormen also means serpent in Norwegian, a creature mentioned in the writings of the occultist Aleister Crowley, with whom Bowie was obsessed in the 1970s. Damn it, guess I'm going to have to go burn all my Bowie albums now because I ain't down with that shit. This isn't as spurious as it sounds. In Black Star, the lyric at the center of it all reflects a famous line in a Crowley ritual called the Star Sapphire. Also, the black and silver outfit Bowie wears in the Lazarus video is like one he wears on the sleeve of Station to Station, in which he is drawing a Crowley-inspired Tree of Life. The Station to Station track itself is the nearest album to Magic Treatise, as I've written, Bowie said, again to Q in 1997. I've never read a review that really sussed it. It's an extremely dark album. Something warmer to finish, though. The smiley face badge on the astronaut's jacket in Black Star video is the face of Gertie, the robot companion in Bowie's son Duncan's Jones film, Moon, a lovely last message from father to son. Well, isn't that sweet? Okay, enough of that. Well, shit, isn't that a bitch? What's the saying they say? You don't ever want to meet your heroes or your idols because when you do, you find out they're real shitheads and assholes and Satan worshippers, pedophiles and all that. Kind of seems to be the case, guys. People that I guess I've been putting black magic and like the Dark Lord up on the pedestal all these years and I didn't even know it. Even the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album has Aleister Crowley on the cover of that thing, and I didn't know that. That's crazy, huh? Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, boy, that guy comes up with some weird gematria. And then, of course, we have Chris Cornell and his Black Hole Sun, Won't You Come, and Wash Away the Rain. Oh, my God, it doesn't end. It just doesn't end. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you off with that for now. I just really wanted to share that important message that I received, and I hopefully that will be useful to all of us as we begin to like even further dissect this puzzle. And I really appreciate all the comments and support I'm getting. You guys are the best. You guys know who you are, and for the others out there, you know who you are. You could I'm not going to say anything derogatory about you. I just hope that you will take a good close look at this and just give it a shot. I mean, what do you got to lose anyway, right? Okay, love and peace and everything else, all the goodness in the world, raise your vibration, and we will talk to you soon. I'm sure I'll be back because I've just got a couple more really important topics to cover, and then like I said, I'm hitting the highway, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. I'm out. And so that's a conclusion for this video. Elvin Wave out. Peace.